Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel I spoke about reality shows. It's Alliance Mzansi, and on this video I'm going to do the part 2 of Real Housewives of Durban, the finale episode review. Okay, episode 12. Okay, but this is a part 2. Okay, so guys, this scene was Ujojo no Nonku no Ruan and some random guy. I was like, where the hell did they get this guy from? Did Ruan hook up with somebody and then the next morning they didn't leave and now they're here in the pool with the ladies? I was like, your personalities are really polished because who is this stranger with you in the pool? Okay. Anyway, you guys, so they talking about being a circle of friends, they're putting hands together, whatever. Cute friendship if the whole friendship was not built on shading the others, okay? Then the producers decided to get messy and bring Nonku's gift. Okay, bring the gift. It's they say Nonku we have a delivery, and Nonku is thinking maybe it's RD, but I'm like RD would not do that. I already knew that it's not RD, you know. And then she finds out because it's a gift from Liz. Liz is a host, so it would make sense that at some point you're going to get something from her, even though I didn't expect it. Like I said in the last review, that I felt like she said she's financially overstretched. She's not going to buy any gifts for the ladies, but it turns out that she did. But the producers were messy because why are you giving Unonku her gifts there at the pool when the others only got their gifts later on in the episode? Everybody else, nobody's gift was delivered, but they took Nonku's gift to deliver to her. Messy. It was messy. It really was. So when she reads the card, she finds out what is from Usli. She puts it in a dramatic. Wayifaka emlonyeni, wayihlafuna, wayifaka emanzini, wayishove emanzini. I'm like, yeah. Annie is right. Botched. you know? I don't know, you guys. The others were laughing, and I'm like, hey guys, yabona kodwa uNonku angazi guys, because I like uNonku for the show, but I don't like her right now. You know, I wanted to remain on the show. I don't like her. I don't like the way that she is right now. But yeah, you guys. So that's what she did with Sliz's gifts, and she thought Tukuti it was just especially for her. When it wasn't, everybody was gonna get the same gifts because they are on a trip. It's a gift from the host. The card said, "Here are my favorite things," and I thought I would share it with you. Dramatic, put it emanzini, and I'm like, oh, Kosiam, okay. Hi, fine, you guys. And the others thought it was funny. Jojo said she didn't think that Nonko should have done that, but it was still funny, you guys. So then there is a picnic that they go to, and oh, this is where Usane actually said Umbali usele usele into yokugqoka. Umbali would be there sometimes, but not really there. So some since she's there, some since she's not there, she disappears and whatever. And I guess you guys, I mean, if you're shooting a Real Housewives, sometimes you just have enough of the drama and you want to stay in your room or you want to do your own thing. And if you are not forced to be part of the scene, I guess Umbali is one of those people that will get away with not being there, you know. So at the picnic, obviously the Jojo group is not there, but she starts telling them, Umaria, about what happened at the in the yard with Ujojo. She tells them, Ukuthi, but the way she tells the story now, she makes it more dramatic than it actually was. Because I don't remember Maria talking about the apology issue with Jojo. They might have cut it out of the scene, you know, because I'm sure they were in the yard longer than we saw. So she's talking about the fact that she was trying to get Jojo to apologize to the ladies. Jojo said she's not going to apologize. But I was like, but we never saw you talk about that in the scene, you know. So I was confused, but I thought that maybe they did talk about it, we just didn't say it. She tells them about the lips being deflated. The others are like, yeah, God vele, they need to be deflated. They didn't say that. They were thinking it's good. Yeah, God again, Maria. If we are being real here, you know, just a little, just kancane, you know, zitsi nje kancane. So everyone is like, they said that. And then Usolisha's like, Jojo was your friend. She didn't think there was anything wrong with your lips now. She thinks there's a... But honestly, she made it more dramatic than it actually was. She did. then there's a yoga scene, which I don't see why they put it there. There's a yoga. Ujojo don't know who are doing yoga. I'm like, hey guys, I doing yoga, but you need a professional for this yoga lesson because the two of you cannot teach each other anything. But they try to do the yoga, you guys. They start talking about RD. Listen, Noko might have made a bad decision about this guy, but her saying that she does not want to marry this guy, I really feel like was the right decision for her. Even though later on she says yes to the proposal, which then later on is broken up. But Jojo is encouraging her. Like, this is where I question Jojo's friendship because I'm like, Jojo, you know what's online about this guy? Because the minutes they do not go posted a picture online, even before the season began, people started posting things about this guy, you know. And I'm like, what's online with this guy? And then you are telling your friend that she must move ahead, she must bring down the walls and move ahead. This is the right guy for her. Why do you want her to marry ORG when you are married to Kelvin, a perfect husband, eh? Anyway, the view got Georgia that Ati makes Noko happy, so I guess they should get married and whatever. Noko says she's happy, she's scared that the love might run out. Anyway, you guys, just a waste of time talking about Ati because we know Ati is no longer in the picture, okay? Anyway, you guys, and then obviously now they're going to have like that discussion, which is you guys, they said they're going to Portland Manor. Yes, okay. It's Portland Manor. Now, this was the finale. So bear with me because I do have notes and I do feel like I do not want to miss a thing in terms of discussing what went on there, you guys. Okay. So Slee has organized for everybody to come. We can call it the last. This was the last dinner, ne? Yeah, it was. It was. And everybody is there. I guess it was compulsory, honestly, to shoot the last scene. It was compulsory for everybody to be there because this is where they are closing the show. This is where everybody states where they are in their friendship with whoever that they're having an issue with. So Usli is saying that she is hoping for an engagement or a discussion when it comes to people's friendships. She's hoping ukuthi kuzoba nama apologies and they can see where they stand and maybe they can move forward, you guys. So they were looking really beautiful, all of them, except Sane was not there. I kind of felt like something went on with Usane. Sorisha said they tried to call Usane. Usane was like, she's not coming. She's had enough of the girls. And it felt like a lie that Sorisha was saying that, you know. I did hear from somebody that there was something that went on with Usane and the crew. They were having issues with the crew. I don't know if that is true. So I don't know, you guys. It didn't sound right that Usane was not there. I think Usane, throughout the season, has shown up for the scenes, even scenes that have been about her being confronted, scenes that were uncomfortable. But she didn't show up for this one. So it just felt like, Sane, if you watch this, please let me know. Did you really? Was it your choice not to attend? Was it your choice not to attend the dinner? Because it just felt really weird that she was not there. Okay. So you guys, obviously, Ujojo no Ruan are going to sit in one place, and Ruan, I had viewed him as, very neutral, doesn't like fighting. Ruan is getting messy. He's getting in the mud with the pigs getting in the mud. He is in the mud now. Now I don't feel sorry for him crying now, and then the rest again. They're on the side, and Usli was sitting at the end of the table, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, you guys. Now, I guess Usli wanted to ask everybody because how they're feeling. Ujojo just didn't want to talk. She was pretending that she had lost her voice because she knows Ukuthi she has her voice. Who is Unoko is going to speak for her. So she did not want to speak. She just wants to be home with her family. Ruan said that he's just tired and he wants to be home and all of that. The only person that was real was Eni. Okay, when they asked Annie, how do you feel? Annie was like, I do not understand why I am sitting at the table with the snakes. Okay? You know the snakes. Usleeping, the one that invited the snakes, okay, in the diary session says, no, but when I came here, you guys, these were your snakes. Uthi bekuyizinyoka zenu lezi because vele bekuyinyoka zabo. Usorisha no Annie used to hang out with Jojo and Nonku and Ruan too. So she's like inyoka zenu, so I couldn't have had dinner and then me be the one now not to invite them, okay? So she says she doesn't understand why she's sitting with the snakes. And she says, listen, I feel like I'm owed an apology, but I understand that I'm not going to get the apology. So for myself, I am forgiving, and I am choosing to move on because I feel like I am not going to get that apology. Okay, and now while she's saying that Jojo, everything Annie says, she's like, Nami, I feel the same. And they had said that they must let the person speak as a qede, which was a good idea because initially it works. So then Nonku starts talking. Nonku says, but what Jojo did was accidental. It's like ukwenze ngephutha. So it's not like ukwenze on purpose. She's trying to speak for Jojo, directing it to Ueni. Remember, the plan was everybody speaks for themselves. Jojo had already got the opportunity to speak. She decided not to speak. When it's Annie's turn, she speaks for herself. But Nonku decided to speak for Jojo, who Jojo didn't speak. Okay, so Usli decides that she's going to speak for Annie. Okay, whom Annie also doesn't need anybody to speak for her because she was speaking for herself. But this is what she says, Usli. She says, "Okay, Nonku, since you're speaking for Jojo, let me just say that." She says it very calmly, Usli. She says, you know what? During this whole thing, I've become friends with Annie, and I have never seen Annie cry, but she has cried about this situation. She is hurt by this situation. She's trying to explain, no, Annie is really hurt by what's going on with her friendship with Jojo, and I've seen her cry about it. So I feel like that is a genuine hurt. Nonku says, but I don't understand why she is hurt. And they start laughing there, Unonku, no Jojo, no Lokuzana, no Ruan. Okay. Which was funny because at the end, when Jojo decided to say, guys, like obviously I shouldn't have acted the way that I acted. I shouldn't have thrown things and all of that. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. And he starts laughing, because basically when she laughed, I laughed too, because it's like, how come you can say, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done it, you shouldn't have done it, but you can't say sorry, which is exactly what Annie said. Because Ujo is like, you always laughing at me. But a minute earlier, they were laughing at Usli no Annie while they were talking. Jojo, Nonku, and Ruan were laughing while Usli was talking. They were laughing while Annie was talking. But when Annie laughs, now Jojo becomes a victim and says, no, but you're always laughing at me. She says, I'm laughing because you can say you shouldn't have done things, but you can't say sorry. And you guys, so and then Unonku goes into saying, but and when you take things you blow things out of proportion, really, you are known for that. And it's like, how can you say that when you spoke badly of my husband and I didn't treat you badly for that? Because I could have thrown things out of proportion for that, but I didn't. You spoke about my husband. You said something about my husband, but I didn't blow. I didn't blow up. I didn't blow up. I think that's a point, you guys, because the Annie that we know, if you had said something about somebody, her husband before, it would have been a thing, but it didn't become a thing. She really tried to handle that situation in a calm way, okay? So Maria, during that whole thing, because here and there abantu contribute something, say something, and I think because Unonku really hates Maria, she gets irritated by Maria. speaking. She says, can Maria just mind her own business? Because Maria was saying, guys, I think the issue with the group is that we don't acknowledge or validate people's feelings. When somebody comes to you and say, I feel a certain way, you have to say, okay, I understand. I get how you can feel that way. But this is my view on it. Okay. Or this is why I did what I did. They don't do that. They don't validate. It's like, why do you feel that way? Why are you hurt? Why? So Maria was trying to say that's a thing. Because Slee is saying Annie is hurt. Annie herself is saying I'm hurt because Annie explained it to say, listen, she cried at the table again. Okay, okay. I think Annie just has to go to therapy about this friendship and be over it because it's not good for her. Okay, it's not good. She just needs to get over it now. So she says, and I'm hurt by the friendship because I thought we were building something really genuine with this friendship, but it didn't turn out that way. Jojo is like, why are we still talking about it? Because we're never gonna be friends. You know, when somebody says that, obviously you have to move on, and you know, it's time to move on. That lady doesn't want to be friends with you. You know, cry about it, go to therapy about it, and be done with it. Okay. So Noku is like, oh Maria, can she mind her own business? Doesn't she have her own business to mind? Maria is like, what do you mean? Because these are my friends too. So this is my business. Okay. Anyway, Usli says ukuthi she's disappointed because obviously she wanted things to be settled. It doesn't seem that way. Our friendships are ending. Obviously, Jojo and Annie is ending. Sorisha and Jojo is ending. Slee, Nonku, and whatever. And so yes, you guys. And then you got Umbali takes the opportunity to say, listen, wait, she wants to say something. I was surprised by this, you guys, because I feel like Intoya Kebenonoku was not settled yet, but she made a decision independently. She wasn't forced by anybody, she wasn't pushed by anybody, not from what we know, because we don't know what happens behind the scenes. Okay. She says, Lutsen Nonku, I'm really sorry. I was heated, I was angry by what you said, but I shouldn't have said the things that I said. Okay. I got too heated in the moment. I am really sorry. She apologizes. Something that is not known in this group. Okay? She says it, and then you know, or she says she was just trying to defend herself, which I think it was. A lot of people said that she's overreacting, but I feel like now I might have been that angry. You know. And anyway, you guys, I then uNonku becomes umama wesonto wasukuma ke seyobamba umbaliza ngezandla ezuthi wavele waba uqueen ukuthi yo I see God in you. She was Dr. Nandi Patumushe. I see God in you. She didn't say she sees God in her, but I could see that she sees God in her. So you see the hug. Hug was like this. And then Eganoko was like, I'm like, fake her. Okay. And she acts all churchy guys. She yazi nokuke mase umama wesonto. Well, mama son, but she thought it's done, but it wasn't. Finally, they sit down. Oh, no, sorry, in the diary session, she's like, they think it's off. Because sorry, I was like, hey, I don't know about these hugs. Ngiyababona bayahug. Sekuphelile njalo. Nikade nihited kanje. All of a sudden, you see God in her. Now she sees God in you. Now it's over. She's like, yeah, okay, fine, we'll take it. You know, if you say it is done, we will believe you because it's done. Okay, sits down, Nonku. Nonku should have sat down and shut up. You know, because if you've done something wrong, you should know. Because okay, I got the apology. Let me just leave things as they are. But did she? Hmm? The messy part of her was like, I need to find a way to bring this thing back to Slee. Eh? And she did. She's like, no, but okay, I know we've settled things, but I want to understand why you said that I looked down on you. Why uthi ngikubukela phansi and all of that. Guys, listen. You have to listen, Kev. If you haven't watched the episode, go and watch, because from all of us who did not understand how Umbali came to the conclusion yokuthi Imabusi vibes means she is nothing, she is dirty and all of that. How she came to that conclusion, she explains it very well here, okay? If I explain it and you don't get it, go watch the episode. You will get it because she explains it very well. She says, okay, let me take you back. Okay. She says, let me take you back. And you know, Gagumbali, it's going to clarify her points. And la enga clarify khona ngesingisi uzokhuluma isiZulu. You know her. She says, okay, let me take you back. Number one, Umabusi, when she came around, obviously Umbali watched the show, okay? Which is a good thing, guys. Don't go on. Nina nisazokhetha ngoba ngiyazi phela, nisazokhetha ukuthi nibe kwi-Real Housewives. Don't go there without watching the show. Watch the show. Season 1 to season whatever the season that you are coming on. Also, Google the bees. Google every single bee in the cast, okay? Know who their ex-husband, who their ex whatever, their teacher at school, how they stole people's lunches. Have a file. Monique from Real Housewives of Potomac will tell you. Have a folder. Everybody there. So that, you are armed, okay? So she said, let me take you back, okay? Umabusi, when she came around, benimdelela, you were looking down on her, benimdelela, nokubukela phansi, okay, you were looking down on her, but ukudelela nokubukela phansi are two different things, but angazi uzochaza kanjani, I don't know how to explain it. Says, you were looking down on Umabusi, okay? And another thing is that you brought Umabusi to the group, and then Wampiga, you denied her. You brought her to the group, you deny him. Okay? And then there was an issue of the Louis Vuitton bags that you guys were saying are fake. Okay? And then that means that if that's how you were feeling about Umabusi, that is the same thing. If you say that I bring Mabusi vibes, then that is the same thing that you are saying about me. Okay? That's where I got the conclusion of the way you treated Umabusi. You treated her like she was nothing. You treated her like she was dirty. You treated her like she was fake and all of that. Then if you say I'm bringing Mabusi vibe, that is what I got from her explanation. Okay, I felt like I was satisfied, but you might not be satisfied with my explanation. You'll have to watch this episode to see her explain it. And then she says, on top of that, Nonku, you said things to me about Usli. So obviously now I'm feeling like, then on top of everything, me being Mabusi vibe, bringing Mabusi vibes, you are talking about your friend Usli, then I imagine what you were saying about me, okay? You said mostly that you brought her into the group and she is stealing your shan, and you said that she borrowed money, she borrowed clothes from you, and yes, you guys. So now there is an argument now between Usli no, which we are going to talk about. But the point that Umbali said was that Nonku, one thing you need to understand is that if you do something wrong to a person, you have to say sorry. I think that she wanted, because you guys listen, Mbali apologized to Nonku, but Nonku did not apologize to Umbali. She accepted Mbali's apology, but she did not apologize. So she hasn't apologized for saying Mbali brings Mabusi vibes. She hasn't apologized for saying what she said about Usli. And Mbali was saying that you have to, at some point, apologize. If what you said was wrong, you have to apologize. Even if it's true, Usli is borrowing things and all of that. But you were wrong by telling everybody that because she was your friend at some point, But I don't think that God is my vindicator. Everyone just laughed there because like they do say uyakhumbula umseleke xa kwamakhosikazi lapha kuThando neSithembu wathi yabona ke manje sengizovela ngiphose konke kuNkulunkulu athi sengizovela ngilahlele kumdali yes unokunjalo ukuthi masehluleka nje uvela athi to the God, throw it to God. When it's hard, just throw it to God. She said that. She's like, yo. God is my vindicator. He will vindicate me. The women are like, I no go. God. Okay. So now everybody just kind of wants clarity. Is the things being said about Slade true? And why would you share those things with everybody? Okay. And nobody says, okay, did she borrow your clothes and whatever? Nonku clarifies, yes, she did, but it was I was trying to listen unkule. I think she said unkule because they behliswe umsindo lapho angamuza, but she said I think Nkule. We need to find the friend Kanonku called Nkule. So she said, did she borrow? She says, yes. She borrowed Nkule's clothes. She took Nkule's 3,000 rands and she borrowed somebody's car and didn't bring it back for like a week. Okay, so it wasn't Nonku's things. It was other. Nonku is hearing this from other people that are saying Usli borrowed their clothes, borrowed their shoes, and took somebody's car and didn't bring it back for like a week. Okay, now, now, so Risha in the diary session is like, when Nonku, do you know? Do you understand that I have the very same information about you? I'm sure Sorisha has a file, you guys. Pena Sorisha has private investigators at her disposal. You know, money is not an issue in that household. Sorisha was like, hey, it's very funny because I know very same information about Nonku. I know some bills that she did not pay that people are complaining about, okay? But we shall see it at the reunion, okay? So I'm guessing Gutu Sorisha is coming with the folder at the reunion. She was like, okay, so if you're going to tell Lee's business, okay, I am going to tell yours. But I will not tell it here at the dinner table. Have fun here. At the dinner table, have fun. I shall meet you by the reunion. And you know how what they do to us because they're going to take like 3 weeks before they post the reunion because they always do that thing to us. I don't know why. So Nonku is like, but now Slee, you've said things about me. And then Nonku Ulo, Usli is like, but what did I say about you? It's like, you called us to the D and to the dumb. What is that? To the D, to the dumb? Ulo, Ulo Kozana. What is that thing? Yes, Zulu. Not to Penny and Pets. There's the other one that used to be fools when we were learning about at school. Best Zulu, man. Hey, angsazi. But yeah, how was that guy? Vele, I think ukuthi to the D and to the dam, the two of you. And really honestly, you guys listen. I was trying to think ukuthi when has Usli been mean to Nonku? I couldn't find it. Except for the fact that utute indaba that she said. She told Umbali what Unonko said. But it turns out that Unonko had really said that. But other than that, no. No, she hasn't. Okay. And then this is where she decides because she had heard it, you know what, I've heard it with you coming after me, saying things about me. She stands up. That was a disappointing part, you guys. It's even hard for me to discuss because I really just was disappointed at the fact that it got to that. I don't know. It was unnecessary. That thing was done. Everybody had said what they needed to say. Whoever is a liar, we saw as a liar. Whoever was not a loyal friend, we saw that they were not a loyal friend. There was no need for Sli to stand up and try and fight Unonku, but that is what she did. That is what she did. So she stands up. Okay, she was like, you know what, ngikhathala wena Druz ilokhuzana iplate etafuleni lawa phansi iplate labantu Nkosi yami, and then nangiya Mike Tyson. Nangu Mike Tyson ethi yoshaya uNonku. Ha uNonkulu usukumele ethi Nonku ubone uqala wahlala phansi yazi uJojo usukume ekuqala uJojo because uJojo ubone ethi my friend is dead. uJojo saw the coffin kaNonku. She was like, yeah, my Nonku Nonks is dying today. I think she looked once at least and stood up because she was like, my Nonku Nonks is dead. My Nonku Nonks is dying today. Obviously, guys, there's security there. They were trying to and yeah, and that is when Nonku called Usli ghetto. That is the ghetto. Guys, it was wrong for Usli to stand up from her seat. I don't like physical fights. I said in the other video that I did, I don't think that it's necessary to ever stand up and try to fight somebody, especially on national TV. You want to be seen on national TV fighting, you know? But when you are getting in a physical fight, that is like the worst part of you. You know, you are not being your best. You want to be seen like that on TV. Why would you stand up? Why would you do that? Your first ever TV show, you know, the TV show that is going to be on Bravo, you want to be seen fighting. I was like, "Hi, I'm disappointed at Mdletshe. She had handled that meeting very well for her to get to that point. Kodwa-ke, I know ukuthi I feel like they were trying to use Mdletshe to sort of do something to assure her place in the next season, because that fight was not make sure, it was just they were almost done with that conversation, and then here it is, Mike Tyson stands up and goes and to fight Batista there. I no, it just wasn't. But anyway, you guys, that was it. Immediately after that, in the diary session, she does say that she regrets that she got to that place. She shouldn't have done it and all of that. But it was already too late. You've already done it. Some things you can't afford to regret later. You just should not do them at all. So there was the thing, you guys. Anyway, there was the episode for today. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section, you guys. Let's have fun in the comment section, and let's not take things personal. We are not as rich as those women. Let's not stress about their lives when we are here, over here poor, and then stressing about the lives of millionaires. Let's not do that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando.